Alrighty, so how are you doing with that E major chord? Is it working for you? Can you get the notes to clearly sound and ring out? I really hope so. Alright, so let's move on to A major now. So for A major, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our pinky for the second string, our ring finger for the third string, and our middle finger for the fourth string. And it's all on the second fret. Now, in some music books, you might see it like this, with your third finger here, your middle finger here, and your first finger here, okay? And that's how I originally learned it as well. But I noticed that none of my favorite guitar players ever held it like that, and it took up so much space. So I recommend for you to do, and how I'm going to teach you and how I teach all my students, is to play A major like this, okay? So you can see it over here. And what we have to know now about the A major chord is that we're not playing the sixth string, okay? So if you look at the box here, you'll see a little red X on the sixth string. And that's how you'll know in the chord books and in my chord book which strings you don't play, okay? So with E major, before when we learned it, there were no X's, and that means that we play all six strings. And now that we're on A major, since there's X, it means that we're only going to be playing 5 strings. So now our fifth string is going to be our lowest note ringing, okay? Okay, so now again, we're going to be doing the same thing as we did with E major. We're just going to be slowly, with our thumb, playing the notes and trying to identify which notes are ringing and which aren't. So one other thing that you can see here now is that my middle finger clearly cannot be as close to the fret as I would kind of like it to be, since there just isn't enough space. So there will be times like that when you're simply not going to be able to kind of come as close as you'd like to the fret. All right, so don't worry about that. You might have to use a little bit more pressure with your middle finger, and that's a string that you might hear kind of making a buzzy sound, okay? So you're going to have to apply a little bit more pressure to get rid of that buzzy sound. And again, with your pinky here, you might be touching the first string. So those are kind of the things that you're going to have to look out for, all right? So again, don't be frustrated. Take your time. Slowly use your thumb to strum them, and everything will work out just fine. Okay, so now that you know A major and you know E major, our very first kind of big assignment is going to be just playing between those two chords. Okay? See that? Okay? And that's going to be your biggest challenge now as a beginner, to switch from one chord to another chord fast enough so that there isn't this huge gap of silence. Okay, so once you've done that, you are playing the guitar, okay? So for now, I just want you to practice between E major and A major a little bit. And then I'm going to give you one more chord, and then we're going to be doing an assignment where you're going to be playing between the 3 of them, okay? So let's move on now to D major. So what I want you to do now is practice E to A a little bit, okay? Stop the video, practice it. And now let's learn the D major chord as well, okay? So the D major chord looks like this. We're going to be putting our middle finger on the second fret, first string. We're going to be putting our third finger on the second string, third fret, and we're going to be putting our first finger on the third string, second fret. And then we're going to be playing only the fourth string. So you can see now we have 2 X's. All right, and that means that we're going to only be playing 4 strings for this chord. Okay? So D major is the hardest chord from these first 3 chords that I've given you so far. Okay, so really, this is one that will definitely take you some time to learn. Okay, so please give yourself time. It will take a couple of weeks, okay, until you feel comfortable with this. But know that if you stick with it and you don't give up, in a couple of weeks, you will be able to play these chords and they will sound really nice, okay? So try to stick to that 20-minute daily practice schedule and you will definitely start to be able to switch between these chords not with ease, but it will start to happen for you, okay? Okay. So the first exercise that I gave you was going from E major to A, right? And now what I want you to practice, once that feels good, is going from D major to A major. So we're just going to be going D to A, okay? D to A, 2, 3, 4. And I'm doing 4 little gentle strums on each chord. All right, see that? Okay. All right, so now let's kind of put all of this together. And then I'm going to give you a different exercise that's going to kind of help your practice be a little bit more balanced, so that you have not just chords to practice, but some kind of melodic fun things as well that aren't as kind of hard for you now as a beginner. Okay, so we learned E to A, we learned D to A, and now your final assignment, once you feel good switching between E to A and D to A, and again, you're gonna have to give yourself time. The final assignment now is going D, 2, 3, 4 to A, 2, 3, 4 to E, 2, 3, 4 to A, 2, 3, 4. So we're doing D 4 times, A 4 times, E 4 times, and then back to A 4 times. Okay. So once you're able to do that, you will really be quite advanced on your beginner guitar journey. Okay, there's just a couple more chords that you're going to have to learn, and then you're literally going to be able to play thousands of songs. Okay, that's my promise to you. Okay, so just to recap quickly, and then we're going to learn something fun and more easy. First of all, practice going from E major to A major. Then practice going from D major to A major. And then practice going from D major to A major to E major to A major. Okay? All right. Okay, so that's what I want you to slowly practice. Give yourself time. And it will happen for you. So now in the next lesson, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you this. Just so you have something nice and easy and fun to practice, so you're not just banging out these chords the whole time, okay? So let's get into the next lesson now, where I'm going to be showing you how to play that. All right, I'll see you there. Thanks for checking this lesson out, and good luck. If you have any questions ever, don't be shy. Feel free to contact me, and I will get back to you. All right, so please, I am your teacher, and I am here to support you. So don't be shy. I'm here for you. All right, see you in the next lesson. See you there. Bye-bye. Bye.